Can you talk a little bit about your relationship with Adam Humphries?
Yeah, Adam is a good friend of mine, same agent. I was a redshirt whenever Adam was a senior at Clemson, wore number 13, just like I did, and that was a big reason why I wore number 13. He comes back, he trains the same facility, and so we're playing golf a good amount together, and just one of my good friends and someone I can look up to, and he's kind of paved the way, and he's come up on a contract year this year, so he's had some success, and so I'm excited just to be able to kind of follow in his footsteps.
Adam didn't get an invite to the combine.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the NFL learned its lesson and didn't overlook you?
A little bit. I think guys like Adam have paved the way. I feel like, Adam, whenever you get on the field, that's whenever you got to be able to perform, and so Adam didn't really get that chance. He was a walk-on trial player, a walk-on in the NFL basically. So me just being here, kind of have a leg up on him from that sense. But I'm still going to have to go out and prove it and do some of the things that he did.
What's your reaction to people saying that would be a good fit for the Patriots?
They win. They win, and so I'll go wherever they pay me to go. But the Patriots would be cool playing with a guy like Tom Brady. That would be incredible. One of the greatest players to ever play the game would be special.
Have you met with them at all since pre-draft process?
Met with them some during the Senior Bowl and see them here and there, but you never know what they're going to do, and that's why they've been successful. Is because you can't really put a finger on why they do what they do, but that's why they've been successful. So I haven't had any this week, which has been good. A lot of things off my plate this week. I met with a lot of people at the Senior Bowl, so got a lot of that and the psych testing out of the way, and so it's been a pretty smooth week for me.
Can you name some of the teams that you
all 32 basically.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably 10 to 15 that are kind of in the slot market, so that's been cool to kind of see where they're going, and being with a guy like Adam, same agent as him, he's a free agent, and so whenever Jay Curry, my agent, can go to the table and talk to those teams, he can kind of slide my name in as well, and so that's been pretty good.
What is it that has made you so dynamic at the top?
Say that one more time.
What is it that's made you so dynamic at the top?
Yeah, something that we talk about all the time at Clemson. Coach Sweeney's a receiver coach at heart, and Coach Scott. Just your influence. The greatest threat you have as a receiver is your ability to run by a guy. And so if I'm running a route against you, if I can get you to turn your hips and go deep, then I can come back, I can throw you by, I can come back to the quarterback. And so just that ability to be able to make those cuts. And then me growing up in Myrtle Beach, being part of such a big family, that's what I did. I grew up just playing in the backyard and running around routes against those guys, and that's kind of what's molded me.
What is it about stepping up on third down to be kind of a change for your offense?
Yeah, for me, I try to play good on first, second, and third downs, but third down is a critical down. You go back at the end of games and you see teams win or lose if they can transition and get that third down and keep the sticks and play field position and get points off it. So that's a big down, and it's been fun to kind of be that guy.
Is there one player that you model your game after?
Yeah, like we talked about Adam. Adam just being a good friend of mine and just kind of being able to follow in his footsteps is a guy that I really look up to and value, not only on the field, but just how he handles himself off the field and what he does. Yeah, Adam Humphries.
What's the most important attribute or trait to have as a slot receiver?
It's a good point. It's a good question. I would say just the ability to get separation, and really not only slot receiver, but any position. Just being able to create space, and if you can create space, then you can be able to catch the ball with space and be able to go make yards after the catch, and just being reliable, just being a guy that you know where he's going to be, and you know that he's going to make the play when the time comes, and so that's what I'd say.
Speaking of the slot, how do you see the Clemson starting spring game? How do you see the 2 and the 5 man working out with Justin and Amari?
Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. They might spin some new kind of. We have the 9, 5, and 2, but all those guys. I mean, T.J. Chase, the freshmen I hear are unbelievable. I was texting with some of the guys. They're in meetings right now. They practice today. So I'm really just excited to see what that offense does next year. It's going to be really good.
They talk about Gata.
Yeah. Frank Latson is a baller. Brendan Spector, and then Nada and Gata. Joe, he's what we call him. He's a freak, so it's fun.
What was the best time to come out for a slot receiver now? Just how much
Yeah.
position changes?
Yeah, it's interesting. It really is, because a lot of the guys, slot receivers that's had success at this level have kind of been free agents, under the radar guys, and so it's cool just for me to be here first off and kind of piggyback off those trailblazers, and just being able to be in this position and being able to go run the 40 tomorrow, and for me it's just having an appreciation for it, that there is a role in the NFL for slot guys, and just go make the most of it.
I think you weighed in at what, 170, 175 at the Senior Bowl, and you're about 180, 185 now. What's your, obviously you put on some weight, what's your pre-combine routine been like?
Yeah, so for me, I was usually played the season around 182, 183. I lost like 10 pounds before the Senior Bowl. Just nerves was part of it, and just not eating. I would try to eat more healthy. That's been a big part of what I've been trying to do is my diet, and so eat cleaner, and I've lost some weight through that right before I started building back up in the training process. And so I've just been able to attack that diet and be able to put on. I think I weighed 184 yesterday, so it's been good.
What's your diet look like?
Who are some of the guys you think have been maybe the key trailblazers in this?
Yeah, so I got to meet with Wes Welker last night, the San Francisco receiver coach, and I was like pinching myself, because I mean he's been a guy that set the NFL on fire and paved the way for us. Julian Edelman's another guy who's Super Bowl MVP, Adam Humphries, all those guys. I mean, just consistent players. Emmanuel Sanders has been a good player for the Broncos. So all those guys that are just reliable and consistent. Yeah, I have. Informal. So all my stuff has been informal so far. I met with some, like I said, the Senior Bowl formally. So I have some good friends, and Wayne Gallman and BJ Goodson up there. So it's been good.
How much do they ask you, the teams, at all about your winning touchdown catch there?
None, because I mean, this is a different year. This is a different kind of moment. If I'm resting on those laurels, then I have a long way to go. So I'm excited about what's next and making a game-winning touchdown for that team that I'm playing for.
Do you like the way your career's taken off since that game, though?
Yeah, I have. I feel like I just have fun playing football, and whether I was a freshman, I was a redshirt going against Mackenzie Alexander every day, J-Ron Curse on the scout team. I just have fun getting better, and so it's been fun for me to not treat it like a job, because coming out of high school, I had dreams of playing the NFL, but it wasn't like NFL or bust for me. So everything I've been able to do has just been a blessing and been fun, and I can go out there and play free because of it, and so it's been fun.
You mentioned Alexander.